Magtuloy-tuloy din kaya sina Abby Maraño at Dindin Manabat para sa Petron Blaze. Magkakaalaman tayo as AC Masangkay serves it up para sa set number 2. Cheng the back set. Manabat sending it back. Laborte and Manabat in a joust. Manabat trying to hammer it home. Mercado. Cruz with a push. Maraño. Masangkay. Bibigyan niya si Ces Molina. Left-handed shot, no go. Cheng sends it over to Steph Mercado, but Masangkay, great coverage. Mercado against Manabat, and Mercado will win.
Okay, Manabat, Dindi Manabat complaining that she was the attacker, but the ball was on this side of the court, on the Shopinas side of the court, so that makes Paneng Mercado the attacker. And Dindin turns into the blocker. That's why it was called that way.
And a different angle. So yung bola nando sa side ng Shopinas as we send it over to Denise Tan.
Alam niyo guys, pagkatapos kausapin ng coaching staff itong Blaze Spikers, nag-usap-usap pa itong 6 na nasa loob. I saw ito si Masangkay na she was telling or asking her teammates kung ano ba talaga yung mga plays na gusto nila. Constant communication is very important. Now, I also saw Rachel Andakis, trying to demonstrate how to serve or like attack with the service kasi nga napaka-importante nun at dun sila natalo nung first set. Balik sa inyo guys.
Speaking of Petron, ito si Coach George Pascua now showing more emotion on the side of Petron. And Dindin Manabat's shot not over. Yeah, Shopinas with a 2-0 lead, make that 2-1. Down to a service error ni Janelle Cheng.
Let's keep track of the service errors. Well, on the positive side, you put Dindin Manabat into the back row.
Dindin Manabat on deck to serve. Targets Cruz. Other side, Riza Jane Mandapat. But attack not over.
Okay, George Pascua, the coach here, Petron, is not entirely happy about the execution.
He's been on his feet since the start of the second set. Obviously not happy with how things have happened here. Para sa Petron Blaze. Manabat. And that one obviously long. Three serving 2 dito sa set number 2. I'm sure ito si Coach George Pasco, sinasabi niya, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Kung di tayo makaka-execute ng gusto natin play, Maraño is denied.
Beautiful block there by who else? Kim Kiana D. Tingnan mo naman ang forma ng kamay. Talagang walang puntahan to si Abby. Beautiful.
Abby. Denied by a younger Lasallian sister, Kim Kiana D. From University of St. LaSalle. Mick Laborte with the service. Oh, what an attack, but dug up at the back row. Mandabat off the blocker. Molina keeps it alive. Morata naman, susubok. Drop ball doesn't fall. Cruz, back roll, scores!
Medyo Chuck Cruz is making a very firm believer out of me for the nickname of Miss Everything. He's serving tough, receiving, even attacking from the back line and blocking.
Ultra Fast Spike brought to you by PLDT Home Altera, the Ultra Fast LTE for a happy family.
Yeah, Miss Cruz is really doing everything right now. Her team needs it because we haven't said Paneng Mercado's name yet.
Oh, that's right. And Morada's attack. Finally, Petron will stop the bleeding.
Konting dugas here from Morada. Captain Polo Petron just showing how easy it can be.
Ces Molina on deck to serve para ngayon sa Petron Blaze Spikers. 3 serving 5 dito sa set number 2. Cheng had to chase after it. Cruz gives up a chance ball. Masangkay. Isa-set up si Dakis. But Cruz digs it up. Other side now. Paneng Mercado. Excellent dig by Manabat. Masangkay backset para kay Morada. Off speed. Pero binuhay na Shopinas defense. Mandapat. Maraño keeps it alive for this attempt by Micah Morada, but not over.
Oh, not this time. Sabi ni Paneng Mercado. Just making sure it wasn't going over the net. That might be Mercado's first kill.
And Paneng Mercado is on deck to serve. Lamang ng tatlo as Shopinas, 6 serving 3. Masangkay to Rachel Takis off the blocker. Tumawid pa sa net. Masangkay chases after it. Morada trying to hammer it down but no go.
Boy, Kim Kiana D just giving fits here to the offense of Petron. Morada just a sign of frustration there talagang. I mean, you're going up against a pretty good block in Jack Cruz and Kim Kiana D. You're not taking anything away from the blocking.
Shopinas is on a tear, a chance to take the lead into the first technical timeout in set number 2. Ganda naman ang dig ni Villa General.
Heads up play there from Kim D, just knowing it was going over.
Cruz with the attack. Manabat, excellent dive. Dakis ang aatake, binuhay pa rin ni Villa General. D couldn't score. Pagkakataon pa rin para sa Shopinas. Mandapat trying to find a donut hole. At dinadaan sa diskarte ng Shopinas. Dito sa set number 2, again with the lead, 8-3 against the Petron Blaze Spikers. Sometimes, you just have to let it fly. At yan ang ginagawa ng Shopinas against the defense of Petron Blaze. Mandapat floating it up and scores against Petron. Mula po sa Cuneta Astrodome, makibalita muna tayo kay Denise Tan.
Alam nyo guys, sabi ni Coach Noel, ang crucial factor daw dito sa game na to is si Janelle Cheng. Dahil nga daw medyo basang-basa na yung nangyayari sa game nila. It would always be kay KKD. Pag kay KKD, it would be 2-3 points in a row. Pupunta sila kay Jack Cruz. Ganon din mangyayari. Pupunta sila kay Paneng. Ganon, same thing happens all the time. Kaya daw gusto nila, this game, mas tumaas na yung numbers nung tatlo because Cha in the last game scored 7, Paneng just 8, and KKD just 9. So they're expecting more numbers from both of them and even more attempt and more effort from the whole team, guys.
Well, fantastic point there, no? Talagang KKD, 9 points, outscoring your outside hitters. Talagang effective, no? And I'm sure most of those kills are coming off blocks. As we just saw one, a stuffed block there.
He tried to dump it over. Dakis gives it back. Cheng to Kim Kiana D. Reyes with a dig para sa Petron. Ito si Mina Aganon, gusto magpakita sa set number 2. Cruz gives it back and sends it out of bounds. Puntos para sa Petron.
Sayang yun, but nice defense on both sides. Talagang Jen Reyes getting into the act. Misdig anything.
And Jen Reyes' block coverage or floor defense is going to be important here. She saved a lot of possessions in seasons past para dito sa Petron Blaze, enabling ang AC Masangkay to set up the volleyball para sa kanilang mga kakampi. Speaking of, Masangkay sets up Abby Maraño. The running attack is good.
Mandapat caught watching. Sayang yun eh, dahil she should have been facing Abby. Look at the slide play, if we could see.
And an excellent attack by Abby Maraño. Trademark ni Abby Maraño. Ultra Fast Spike brought to you by PLDT Home Ultera, the Ultra Fast LTE for a happy family.
Well, in fairness naman, dapat medyo ang ganda ng angle ng palo ni Abby.
Cruz, drop ball doesn't fall. Masangkay para kay Maraño. Huli sa taas si Kim Kiana D. Dakis winds it up. Tirahed up top. Masangkay sets up Maraño and she puts it down.
El Capitana just living up to her name. It's one of the most conscientious middle blockers. Tingnan mo. 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1, 2, 3, up. Perfect.
And beast mode definitely turned on para kay Maraño. And speaking of Denise Tan, makibalita muna tayo dito sa courtside.
You know guys, tinanong ko to si Abby Maraño kung ano yung feeling na that she would be going up against former teammates na si Cha Cruz at Paneng Mercado, and she said she is very excited dahil ngayon daw she's not just going against any ordinary players but players that she considers as her sisters na daw. And naniniwala naman siya na hindi lang siya ang focus sa larong ito. They have of course Rachel Dakis and din Manabat. Ngayon, nung tinanong ko naman siya, ano yung feeling na alam ng kalaban mo yung strengths and weaknesses no, sabi niya, it's a tie lang dahil alam ko din kung ano yung kalakasan at kahinaan nila. Balik sa inyo, James and Tex.
That sounds like Abby Maraño. Eh, may pantay lang. Kung sila may alam sa akin, alam ko rin yung kanila.
And it becomes a cat and mouse game.
Here's Cruz. Locked up top by Maraño but kept alive by General. Mandapat off the back set. Manabat keeps it alive. Back set para kay Abby. Push shot. And that one doesn't go. Out of bounds yung tira ni Abby. Puntos pumunta sa Shopinas.
I mean, never mind that point. No? Look at the demeanor now of Petron. Medyo all smiles na rin sila. And Shopinas kind of feeling a little bit of the heat.
Reyes, excellent reception. Dakis winds it up. Mercado saves it. And a chance ball given up by Cheng. Masangkay goes to Maraño. Huli sa taas! But look at the scrambling defense of Petron, keeping it alive. Cheng sets up Cruz. Aganon with a dig. Dakis. Ay, yun lang hindi umabot.
And Rachel Dakis not playing the percentage game there. Beautiful floor defense there from Paneng Mercado, keeping that ball alive. Doing a beautiful job sa pwesto niya, sweeper. So that's what, yan ang trabaho niya.
7-11 dito sa set number 2. Cruz with a shot, no finish. Masangkay, again to Maraño. General actively defending the floor. Cruz will attack off the blocker. Good coverage by Aganon. Maraño tries to hook it over but no go. Dakis ang susubok, huli sa taas. Maraño atake, hindi aabot. Puntos para sa Shopinas.
I'm just all smiles and all praises here for Kim Kiana D. As she kind of bends over, she really earned her bones there. Sayang itong, cutesy-tootsie play ni Abby Maraño, hindi tumawid. But Kim Kiana D just giving fits to Petron.
Just moving from side to side, really protecting that net. Back row attack from Manabat. Manabat keeps it alive. Masangkay, seseta ulit si Dindin. Is that down the line? No, sails out of bounds.
Sayang, but Petron really showing confidence in Dindin Manabat.
Well, they do have to get their leading scorer going. If they wish to rectify this situation, they're down 7-13. Aganon, off speed. Ang dami na binubuhay na bola ni Bia General. Masangkay off the 1-2, wala. Just at the top. Masangkay pushes it back.
Beautiful sweep job there from Paneng Mercado.
Cruz off speed. Dakis with the dig. Masangkay to Maraño. Blocked up top by Kiana D. D actively at the net. Manabat gives it back. What a rally here in set number 2. Cruz. Cross court. Pinoy ni Dakis. Excellent digging from both squads here. Another great dig, this time from Paneng. Cruz. No punctuation. Rally goes on. Masangkay. Back row attack para kay Dindin Manabat. Ang ganda ng dig ni General. Who will put the punctuation mark? And it's Shopinas. Or Petron, rather.
If you look at this game, this is a war of attrition. Who wants it more? And this part, they're asking, let's see what's happening here.
They're asking bakit napunta sa Petron yung puntos. I saw the first referee signal. It's for Petron. Yes, it still is for Petron.
Maybe hindi malinis ang release.
Ni Janelle Cheng. Cheng actually celebrated after the attempted dump. So the bottom line, Petron on the board, 8-13. Tingnan natin paano sasagot ang Shopinas. Cruz puts it down.
That's the way to respond. Diba? Don't let the referee's call bother you. You just still have to execute your game.
And Cruz extending the lead, 14 serving 8 dito sa set number 2. The De La Salle University stalwart, ito si Kim Kiana D, making a name in the PSL, now on deck to serve. Targets Abby Maraño with her service. Cross-court setup para kay Dindin Manabat. Up high and down strong.
Going to the percentage play here. Taas-taas ng set. Talagang umibabaw to si Dindin. Look at that beautiful form.
At yan yung tirang tumutupi pa sa ere. Ito si Dindin Santiago Manabat as Rachel Dakis is on deck to serve. Good first ball there. Kaso si Janelle Cheng. Hindi lang maitawid yung bola.
He wanted to do that trick again.
1-2 attack. But Petron looking to come back down by just 4 points, 10 serving 14 dito sa set number 2. And look at Duckis serve up an ace.
Okay, Shopinas needs to regroup here. They're letting Petron back in the game.
Rachel Duckis whispering a prayer to the heavens, looking for help. She is back on deck to serve. Janelle Cheng sets up Cha Cruz off the blocker. Duckis digs it up. Masangkay. Isa-set up naman si Manabat. Huli sa taas ni Laborte. Manabat, isa pa! Down the line. And that one is good.
It'd be nice to have that kind of height. Just pinalo on her tippy toes.
And Cha Cruz will rest. Papasok si Wen Shu as you take a look at the setup, the windup, and the finish para kay Dindin Manabat. And Big D definitely coming to life dito sa set number 2. Petron within 2 points, 12 serving 14.
Like you said earlier, they really need to get her involved. She is the highest scorer.
Laborte, ginawa ng paraan. Petron gives it back. Laborte down the line.
Veteran move there from Mick Laborte. Nothing fancy, just a simple A-quick. Finding the deep corner. It's all about speed and wrist snap.
And that fiery flick from the wrist. Wala kay Mick Laborte, lamang na Shopinas, balik sa tatlo. Masangkay, pupunta kay Ces Molina off the blocker. And the power hitting of Petron in full effect.
Wow, Ces Molina, such a pretty arm swing talagang will challenge any block formation there.
Easy Masangkay. On deck to serve. Cheng sends it over to Paneng, kaso hindi siya handa. Pagkakataon para sa Petron. Combination play for Aganon. Excellent dig by Mandapat. Duckis digs it up. Manabat drop ball is good. And immediately Cruz, after the breather, has to come back. Dahil isa na lang ang lamang na Shopinas.com. 14 serving 15. Easy Masangkay, back on deck. Kinakargahan na rin yung service. Cheng had to adjust. And this game is tied up. The champions of the PSL Grand Prix are now awake dito sa Cuneta Astrodome.
I think George Pasco was pointing out that they're going to Paneng.
Paneng had to adjust off speed. Excellent block coverage by AC. Here's Ces Molina. And General digs it up. Janelle Cheng. Excellent dig by Jen Reyes. And Shopinas will score. A 1-point advantage para sa Shopinas.com, 16-15. But Petron storming back into the game because of Dindin Manabat and the rest of the 4Ms looking to wake up.
Grabe this the 4Ms, no? I mean, who are you going to stop, no? Of course, you want to stop Dindin Manabat at 23, but you have Molina with 14, Morada with 11, and Maraño with 10. Getting 10 from your middle attacker, that's bonus na yan.
Yun yung stats nila against the Photon Tornadoes, winning that one in 4 sets. And definitely the 4Ms could be in full effect as we send it over to Denise Tan.
Alam nyo guys, tama kayo, no? With the 4Ms, relax itong si Coach George Pascua. At kumpiyansado siya in this match kahit na nga ba natalo sila nung first set. Pero pinaalala niya sa kanyang team na hindi lang yung 4M na 4 na player ang kailangan. Meron pang panibagong 4M na kailangan lang tandaan while they're playing. Kailangan nilang maging magaling, masipag, masaya, at matalino sa loob ng court. Balik sa inyo, James and Tex.
Excellent report by Denise Tan, reminding Petron of the other 4Ms na kailangan nilang tandaan. And off that attack error, tabla na naman tayo, 16 all dito sa set number 2. And with every point that Petron scores off errors ng kanilang kalaban o kaya galing naman sa kalamang atake, tumataas ang kanilang kumpiyansa dito sa set number 2. Cheng to Laborte. And an excellent play
Okay, Cheng here trying to establish her middles, trying to get better isolation there on her wing attackers. Mercado and Mandapat will benefit now if the middle of Shopinas is established.
Good reception, and Maraño puts it down.
Yeah, both teams trying to establish both their middles.
And usually we're accustomed to the Abby Maraño cross-court running attack. This time, just in the middle. And Tex Suter, when you control the middle.
You usually control the game.
And Ces Molina on deck to serve para di sa Petron Blaze. Tabla tayo, 17 all dito sa set number 2. Cruz with a heads-up defensive play. Chance ball, binigay na Shopinas. Masangkay to Maraño. Drop ball, doesn't fall. Mandapat, the running attack falls in.
Okay, Mandapat going back to her dink shots. I mean, tumatama sa sahig, so okay lang. You know, it's keeping the defense of Petron off balance.
18 serving 17. It is Skorts versus Shorts. Shopinas contra Petron. And look at Rachel Daques wind it up and put it down.
I mean, this is not boding well here for Shopinas if you get Rachel Daques into the scoring column, but she's really cranking the ball. Nothing wrong with the block form. Maybe KKD could take a quarter step to her right and seal.
Maitaran dito yung triumvirate ng Petron as Petron serves up an ace. Everyone getting into the act offensively. Ito si Mina Aganon serving up an ace. But prior to that, I was going to say kumakana na si Daques, gumagawa na si Maraño. At syempre, gumagawa rin ito si Dindin Santiago Manabat for Petron Blaze. Cheng, the back set para kay Ariana Angustia. And that's coming all the way from Emilio Aguinaldo College. She puts it down.
You have to be impressed with the middle core here of Shopinas. Imagine just coming off fresh off the bench, instant offense. Ganda ng tempo niya on the quick.
Masangkay gets under it. Binigay kay Aganon. Pagkakataon para sa Shopinas. Cheng to Cruz. Puts it down.
And now with the middle kind of established, no? Medyo nalilate ang middle blocker. See, Abby already reaching. And Chacruz with the whole day to find the floor there.
Umitin pa sa ere. And finds the opening. That's Riza Jane Mandapat. Again with the service. Targets Dindin Manabat. Daques with the attack. Excellent dive by Paneng. Cruz ang aatake. Manabat keeps it alive. Masangkay to Daques. Blocked up top. Maraño susubok. Blocked up top. Chance ball given up by Shopinas. Pupuntos kaya ang Petron. Pupunta sila kay Daques. Unfortunately out of bounds.
Yeah, Daques with a veteran move trying to tip the hand on the way out. Hey, look at her demeanor. Okay, meron ako. Laro lang. Diba?
21 serving 19.
It's a good demeanor to have.
Masangkay, back set. Abby Maraño running attack. Nahuli ni Ariana. Cruz susubok off the blocker, but good coverage by Dindin. Masangkay to Daques. Cruz digs it up. Cheng. Back to Cruz. And that one is good.
To be impressed, ha? Ito si Angustia.
It's an excellent setter's battle si Janelle Cheng kontra kay AC Masangkay na last All-Filipino Conference. Isa sa mga leaders and sets. If not number 1, number 2 if my memory serves correct. And Ariana Angustia scores again.
That's excellent coaching. That's carry over from the other set. Making Angustia hit behind. Abby kind of caught. Expecting Angustia to go in the A-quick. Ipit ang atake ni Angustia, catching the defense off guard.
And Shopinas serves up an ace. We are at set point in set number 2.
After here, it's almost businesslike. But on the lighter note of it, sinabi niya, you know, if you're playing the game right and doing what you're supposed to, now it becomes fun. Pag nag-enjoy na kayo sa court, it really removes the pressure.
Just like that one, Ave Maraño up high and down strong para sa Petron.
Beautiful connection there. Perez to Maraño. Perfect approach here. 1, 2, 3, up.
No blocker to challenge. Defense caught napping. And Petron trying to extend this set. Set point pa rin tayo dito sa set number 2. 20 serving 24. General with a good reception. Cheng to Cruz, who puts it down.
Shopinas with their own isolation play.
And what a punctuation mark to set number 2. Cha Cruz up high and sends it down. Miss everything. Taking set number 2, 25-20. Pabor para sa Shopinas.